Hi Cha Time viewers, I'm your host Ila Kumar for Cha Health, and today with me I have Gail Means from AUT University. We will be looking at vitamin B12. We'll also look at exercises that we can do within our own home using our own body weight, which also helps with resistant workouts. Gail, what is vitamin B12?
Vitamin B12 is one of the water-soluble vitamins from the vitamin B group. It works in conjunction with folic acid and it's involved in DNA synthesis, so it's an important vitamin.
Why is vitamin B12 so important for our body?
It's critical in the development particularly of red blood cells and of nerve cells. It's also involved in the synthesis of muscle and the metabolism of fats and glucose. People that are low in vitamin B12 are prone to anemia, so can present with symptoms of tiredness and fatigue. They can also present with symptoms of nerve damage, such as tingling in the feet and in the hands. And of particular concern is low vitamin B12 stores in mothers in pregnancy. Mothers that are low in vitamin B12 in pregnancy have a higher risk of miscarriage, higher risk of premature labour, and the babies are more prone to neural tube defects such as spina bifida. The other thing that can happen is mothers that are low in vitamin B12 in pregnancy, research has recently shown there's a higher risk of gestational diabetes, meaning that the babies are exposed to this and have a higher risk themselves of diabetes and metabolic risk factors later in life.
Can you explain to our viewers how can they get vitamin B12, where and from how?
Vitamin B12, it's mainly in animal-based foods. So that's beef, lamb, pork, seafood and chicken. But it's also in dairy products, so it's in milk, yogurt, cheese and eggs. And it's also added to some food. So fortified foods are foods like soya milk, tofu, rice milk and Marmite. Not Vegemite, just Marmite. For people that eat meat, it's reasonably easy to reach a recommended daily intake of vitamin B12. One serving of meat more than meets that. For those on vegetarian diets, they need to eat at least 3 to 4 servings of dairy products per day. And for those on vegan diets, they need to eat at least 3 to 4 servings of fortified food. Now that can be a problem. So those people on vegan diets often have to take vitamin B12 supplements, but the B12 supplements are available in tablets and capsules, lozenges and even oral drops, and they're available from pharmacies, health food shops and supermarkets. There is a very small percentage of people, and it's mainly older adults, that lack something called intrinsic factor. That means that they don't absorb the vitamin B12 out of food. So those people with the absorption problem have to be offered intramuscular supplements of vitamin B12.
With the recent studies, it shows that South Asians are the low in vitamin B12. Could you tell us why this could be the cause?
The research has shown that the absorption of vitamin B12 isn't the problem with the intrinsic factor. It tends to be the low intake of vitamin B12, either through low meat eating practices or vegetarian and vegan diets. What happens is the body stores vitamin B12 for quite a long time, for about 5 years. So normally it takes some time to present with deficiency. However, in South Asia, what appears to be happening is there's an intergenerational passing on of low vitamin B12 stores. So mothers in pregnancy are low in vitamin B12. They pass those low stores onto their children. If the children have a low intake of vitamin B12 throughout their lifespan, they pass the low vitamin B12 stores onto subsequent generations of children. And so with each successive generation, the effects of the low vitamin B12 stores become more pronounced. So that's, we think, where the problem's occurring.
Can you briefly explain to our viewers the study you are conducting, how the viewers who are interested in participating can get involved? What is required from them?
We are aiming to increase vitamin B12 stores in South Asian women of childbearing age. What we're doing is comparing whether vitamin B12 supplement capsules or advice to increase vitamin B12 in the diet is more effective in increasing the stores. So we're recruiting women of childbearing age, and we're stating that between 18 and 50 years of age, into the study, allocating them to one of 3 intervention groups, and they will follow through with the food recommendations or the supplement capsules for 6 months. Over that 6 months, we'll take blood tests for vitamin B12 and folic acid levels, we'll test for anemia and we'll measure glucose, insulin and lipid levels. The women in the study will receive a comprehensive health check, so that's one benefit for them, and at the end of the 6 months we'll provide the results of the blood tests. If anyone's interested in taking part in the study, they can contact me at Auckland University of Technology, because we're recruiting women now into the study. It's an opportunity for a health check and to have your blood tests taken free of charge, and the supplements are free of charge.
And the whole research is free?
And the whole research is free. It is. And we will come and visit women, so the research visits, we will come and visit women in their home or close to their home. So it's convenient for them.
Where can our viewers get more information about vitamin B12?
I'd like to make a comment about the internet sources to start with. Some of the internet sources of information aren't accurate. They state that vitamin B12 is contained in plant-based products such as spirulina and alfalfa sprouts. The vitamin B12 in plant products isn't usable by humans, so it's not an appropriate form of B12. So it's important to have a credible source for information. A registered dietitian or nutritionist are the best, most experienced people to offer advice on vitamin B12 and how to increase that in your diet. But there are some other resources for information. The Ministry of Health website have got some excellent resources, and they've put out this booklet, Healthy Eating for South Asian People, that's got some useful resources on vitamin B12. For those that do eat meat, New Zealand Beef and Lamb on their website have got some resources, and they put out this pamphlet on vitamin B12 that's got some interesting resources. The Ministry of Health have got, in association with Crop and Food Research, they've got a food composition table that lists all the nutrients in foods, and vitamin B12 is in there. And there's another 2 resources, Healthy Food Guide and New Zealand Sanitarium websites. Both have some useful resources on vitamin B12, particularly for those on vegetarian or vegan diets. It's just important to make sure that when you are reading information on vitamin B12 that it is from a credible source.
Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you coming along. I'm sure our viewers would have learnt a little bit more about vitamin B12. Thank you. So now we're going to go over and do some exercises we can do within our own homes and look at weight resistant workout with our own body weight.